Yo, what is up, guys? This is going to be a reading in the constellation of Gemini. I'm looking at the sun coming out. I'm looking at the witch's rune. I'm looking at the sun. The sun is the highest card when it comes to esoteric information. I'm looking at the sun coming out over your life this month. I'm looking at a state of sadness and depression. I'm looking at crying taking place. This is also internal dialogue, talking to yourself in a negative way, or negative thoughts, intrusive thoughts. This words represent the thought space. I'm also looking at negative dreams as well, the dream space. I'm looking at the king is inverted. I'm looking at the ace of swords. It's coming in upside down. And I'm looking at a friend popping up for you in the future. I'm looking at somebody else popping up. So I'm looking at you upset about a relationship, something that's not working out. It's where we get to a point where we put a fork in it. It's done. Right? We stick a knife in it because they can't go any further in that relationship. And then I'm looking at somebody new popping up for you, an old friend from the past popping up for you this month. There needs to be a focus on some type of making money online. So whether this is crypto or whether this is figuring out what some type of business, a drop shipping business or Etsy, there needs to be a focus of making money online. If you're going to buy into crypto, you're going to buy XRP. I'm looking at you going out somewhere and having a drink and meeting somebody. There's a coffee or go to dinner, or whether they're out somewhere in public and then you bump into somebody. Whenever this takes place, you're going to say yes. I'm looking at the 7 on the dice is coming in the current energy. It's the 3 into the 4. I'm also looking at the coin. The coin represents money aspects. It's coming over making some type of money online. I'm hearing a diesel truck go by. This is a good omen when we're talking about money coming to us. At the top of the reading, I'm looking at the pentagram, which represents the man, the masculine aspects to life. And I'm looking at a black rock. There's some type of barrier there. Some type of blockage. The sun is emanating from the top of the reading down like an eye over the entire reading. And this is downloads, getting information from your guides about moving forward the next chapter of your life. Using Uno cards. I'm looking at some type of partnership in your life is in the negative, some type of aspect to some where this is you and a child, but I'm looking at a child energy. So for some of you, this is a child. For some of you, this is the child aspect inside of yourself. I'm looking at a physical child. There's some type of heated argument that's going to be popping up in the future. Something that needs your attention. I'm looking at crying and sadness that comes from it. Some type of argument. So we want to really make sure we're tempering our anger, our willpower. So we need to make sure that we stay balanced in chaos. This is setting a good example for a child in your life. I'm also looking at sadness coming from your childhood as well. The sadness is emanating into the current energy. I'm looking at a friendship. I'm looking at a bond forming in the near future for you. We need to focus in evolving technology. So whether this is your evolution or the evolution of your job, the way you make money, there's some type of focus on making more progress this month. So make sure that we're learning how the chakras work. We're learning how the energy in our body works, how the sun and the moon operate in the night sky. Whatever that is for you, make sure that we're evolving on our path to knowledge. There's also some protection that's needed this month. So whether this is a spirit animal or your physical animal, this could be a dog. I know it's coming up as a cat, but this could be a dog as well. I'm looking at some type of cat protection, some type of energy. This is also the goddess Beset, the Egyptian cat goddess. I'm looking at a board. Feels lonely. I know it's lonely by yourself sometimes. We have to get to a place where we have to be our own entertainment. So finding something that you're interested in that piques your interest or gets you going in the direction of finding something that you like to do. A hobby or whatever that is. Learning information is the best way to cure any type of boredom. Looking at wisdom, looking at the owl. Owl represents a spiritual connection being made this month. Downloads from your higher self. We also want to be looking for an owl in your physical environment. Looking at a crash. I'm looking at a bang. I'm looking at a bang. And I'm looking at a lover popping up for you. There's some type of love is increasing. I'm looking at some type of bang, boom from the universe. And then I'm looking at there's an increase in love in your life. Right, so we need to be open. So whether this is self-love for yourself or the love from somebody else, I'm looking at there's going to be an explosion that takes place. You need to be working with the Hamza. This symbol is an ancient symbol. It's a code, a Veka code. These signs, these symbols are embedded into the subconscious mind. Your mind knows exactly what that means, your body, the subconscious mind. So we're going to get something with this, whether it's a piece of jewelry or we're going to draw it on something that's protection, that we need protection with, or whether this is you just imagine the emblem inside your mind and see it as something that moves into the third eye. This is how we upload images inside the mind. You see it inside the mind outward and then bring it inward into the third eye. I'm looking at clarity. I'm looking at clarity's coming up for you with the owl. I'm looking at clarity on your stability. I'm looking at 4 on the dice and it's coming right over the owl. There's something you're confused about or something that you've been wondering, but I'm looking at clarity's going to be coming. Make sure you're controlling the mind and how the thoughts operate inside your mind. We need to make sure we're focused on transmuting negative things to good things, to positive things. I'm looking at 9:34 on the time. I'm also looking at an activation taking place. The snake represents an activation or gnosis, knowledge. This is learning something new. Learning something about life. I'm looking at a new beginning taking place. I'm looking at the death card is coming in reverse. So this is the upside down aspects to death, which would be life. I'm looking at relief coming. It's something you're stressed out about. Clarity is coming. Protection is coming. It's up to you to get on the path and start teaching yourself, how do I cultivate my energy? How do I protect my energy? Alright guys, I'm going to end the reading there, man. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, man. If you guys like the reading and want to book a session, shoot me a message. Alright, you guys have a beautiful day. Enjoy your immortality.